Hey up everybody, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a warning about this video. So we went to Shrewsbury, me and Helen, and we had a wonderful time. Absolutely loved Shrewsbury. We did the sightseeing, we went round the old pubs and we chatted to some locals and things like that. And then we heard this story a couple of times about a pub called the Nag's Head. And in this pub, on the top floor, there's a room, and in the room is a cupboard. And apparently the myth says that people that have opened the cupboard and looked inside have gone insane and committed suicide. And it's supposed to have happened to 3 different people. And they have been proven, they're facts, that 3 people that stayed in that room committed suicide in that room. So it's a bit of a spooky story and everything. But we don't necessarily believe in stuff like that, me and Helen. So we wanted to track it down and have a look at in this cupboard, which is... turns out it's a painting on the inside of the door that's said to be cursed. So I just wanted to give you a warning because we did film it, and although this thing is you're supposed to see it in person, but I just wanted, because my mum don't want to look at it, my sister don't want to look at it. So what I'll do is when it's about to come on, I'll flash on in big letters, "Look away now," so you'll know not to look. But I joke about it. As we've done more research, it's not necessarily that you go... People always exaggerate things, don't they? And you don't necessarily go insane and die. What happens is some misfortune can befall on you. And I swear to God this is true. Within minutes, half an hour, whatever, of seeing that painting, I got a parking ticket and Helen lost her bank cards. So make of that what you will, you know. Yeah. It was quite an interesting story. We enjoyed it. We loved Shrewsbury, like I said. And as I've just been editing the video, I've noticed that as we're walking round, we walk straight past quite a famous celebrity. So see if you can spot who that is and put the answers in the comments. And I might even give you a prize. Who knows? But anyway, enjoy this video because we really enjoyed making it. All right, see you. We're just waiting for Helen to do her hair. While I'm doing that, a lot of you have asked me about this power bank I've got, and it's that one. It's actually quite good. It's how many watts is it? I can't see, 1,000 watt. I've got one that's a lot bigger, but when we haven't got much space, I like to bring that one. And it works everything. It works kettle, it works heated blanket, and her diffuser, which is a fancy hairdryer. Is it in crazy hair? No, it looks good, baby. Are you finally ready? Yeah. This car park is a cracking find. What, Helen found this one, didn't you, darling? Yes, I did. So you're allowed overnight. It says motorhomes welcome, and the most that you can pay is about £6.50. It cost us £5.35. So there you've got maximum daily charge, £6.40. Motorhomes permitted, however daily charges apply. I think my head will be done in with Helen's map reading today. Pub there, Helen. Pub there. I'm looking at pubs near to the van. You reckon it's this way?
His mind, British Heart Foundation, Scope.
You're scouting for charity shops, aren't you?
I love a bargain.
You've spotted 3 within the immediate vicinity, haven't you?
I have.
So we're going blacks.
Oh, what are you gonna buy?
I'm going to get you a dry robe. You don't want one?
I don't want one. I don't like them.
You're a dry robe before, aren't you?
Yeah.
So the market hall. Shall we go down here and have a look? Yeah, I like this. So it's like, it looks like an outdoor market except it's indoor, isn't it?
Yeah. I like this shop. That one.
Yeah.
It's called the Cupboard.
Yeah.
It's got all old-fashioned.
There's a load more of that, you know, that Port Mary in there, look. Well, it's a load of spode on that.
I wonder if this
Do you know-
this is all second hand, isn't
Do
it?
you know when we have our
I used to
lovely
really well with.
farmhouse, our cottage?
Yeah.
It'd be lovely to, you know, to have a Welsh dresser with all that blue and white stuff on it.
Yeah. There's a hat stall here, Helen.
That's a lovely fruit and veg shop.
Isn't it? Yeah. There's a hat stall there. Oh yes. That looks really
Not
good.
big enough fruit.
I like that, Helen.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Super.
Well, I bought her the hat. I
Like
insisted on it.
I know, I was trying it on.
It's 100% wool, isn't it?
Yeah, handmade.
34 quid, I think that was a right bargain.
What was that shop called? We should.
It was just a hat shop. It's got a feather in it. It's the hat stall in Shrewsbury Market.
It is. As you walk in, as you come in.
Yeah, and
Yeah. But I hope the wind doesn't blow too.
Helen looks far too posh to be walking around with me now.
I look far too
She look-
sophisticated
she
for
looks-
you.
You look like the lady from Chatsworth House or something. And I'm your skivvy that's come to carry your bags. Aren't I?
Yeah.
All galleries and little things. Yeah, like a
That's like a
diorama, isn't it? Yeah, that's wonderful. Your ladyship, are you getting the? Are you getting your map out?
Well, I'm just going to look. What we're doing then? Am I getting my map out?
I don't. This area don't look as enticing as up that way.
Yeah. We need to get to where all the Tudor buildings are.
Yeah. I loved that market. That was an example of how a market should be done.
Have we come out?
Yeah, it's just here. No, we've come out the same way. But it was a really nice.
It
Oh,
was lovely.
hole in the wall.
That looks old.
I just assume it's a pub. It's too early for a pub yet. Look at some of these lovely buildings here. All beautiful. Until we get to that. Unbelievable. Helen, what do you think to that building? Eh?
Yeah, that's a bit of an eyesore, isn't it?
Just a bit. Some beautiful, really beautiful buildings. And I presume they're original as well, because they don't look like repros, do they? They don't look Victorian. They'll be traditional. They look more original because of the unevenness and, you know, the crookedness and everything. Whereas the Victorian ones, you can just tell.
Do you know what I think we need to do? I think we might need to find a local hostelry, and then we need to just have a look at a bit of the history.
Look at the date on that, 1596.
So all these buildings that are around will probably...
Possibly be the same, so maybe
Yeah.
1600s is Tudor.
Yeah.
This old building here is the original market hall.
It was Welsh once, Shrewsbury.
Was it?
And it kept going back and forth.
Yeah, right.
Do you know, over the ages? We're talking...
You've just been, she's got a phone out, she's gone quiet for 10 minutes, she's been researching, hasn't you?
Obviously, this is the birthplace of Charles Darwin.
I've already done that one. I beat you to that one.
Okay, I bet you didn't tell him this.
What?
Guess how many children he had?
12.
No, 10.
Oh, we're close.
You were. Wow, 10 kids.
He was
and
busy.
he lived until he was 73. You'd think with 10 kids he'd have died early.
Look at this view through here, isn't it lovely? Really nice. It's a very peaceful place. There's a back, I think that's that pub. It's calling us.
Because I think it's...
Do you think it's the right thing to do?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you can get in that way. You've got to go out back, out front. Cheers.
Cheers.
Helen's got the usual Guinness. I've got a hazy Jane.
Be rude not to.
It's quite nice. So while you was in the toilet there, while you were in the toilet there, I was talking to the lady, and it's quite an interesting building, this. But the funny thing is, it used to be like a manor house, a relatively wealthy family, and they were called the Shits. That was the family name.
How do you spell it?
SCHITTS. But then they changed it to the Shuts, I think she said. They did change it. But it used to be, it's been all sorts. It was a weaponry, and it was two pubs that they knocked through, and it was a weaponry, and it was also a slaughterhouse as well.
What, you mean animals?
Yeah.
Obviously not people.
No.
We haven't had a chance to take our Six Nations decorations.
All right.
So
You're not going to lock us in, are you?
I can if you want.
Look, is it into the light?
No, don't.
This is great.
So what was this? What did this used to be?
Allegedly a debtor's prison.
Right.
When I've researched through, I haven't found any evidence of that. The evidence is that the debtor's prison is where the library is, behind there,
Okay.
which was Charles Darwin's school. There's like this RH18, either 30 or 39.
Can't
No-
see that.
no
It's a
one
bit
knows.
dark, but it's engraved. RH. Can you see that?
There's someone buried there.
The first name, when it was a pub, whichever part of it was first a pub, it was called the Gullet Inn.
The Gullet Inn.
And the reason for that is because there's an alleyway that runs up here.
Right, okay.
Called Gullet's Passage.
Oh, I think that, yeah, we came down that.
Yeah, so you know the square?
Yeah.
That big building you can walk under.
Yeah.
Before that was built there used to be like a marshy pool where they apparently dumped witches in, whether they did, I don't know.
Oh, lovely.
But when it like rained and the weather was crap, the water would run from there down Gullet's Passage,
Yeah.
down Mardle and into the river. There was apparently an indoor tennis court, yeah, which was called real tennis, which is what Henry VIII used to play.
Oh,
like
wow.
not here, but you know, there's apparently one of them here.
Oh, that's interesting.
I've never heard of that.
A month or two ago, I was showing like a building manager woman around, like
Yeah.
for the company, and she said, "Oh, I'm quite sensitive." So everywhere I went, I was like, "Do you feel them?" And she didn't feel anything. She said until we walked into this bin room, and as soon as she walked in, she went, "Oh my God, I hate it in here. There's something bad's happened in here." It's not very glamorous.
Oh. So it's not the sort of place you'd want to be locked in on your own.
No.
Can you feel all, Helen? Can you feel anything?
It smells fusty and musty.
That's probably Ben's.
Yeah, it does.
That's the best looking boots I've ever seen. Isn't it you? Right, we're heading to the library. And we're going to see some graffiti from Darwin's day, apparently. There's a church up there as well. We'll go to the library, come back down to the church.
Oh no.
Every street you go up, there's all these beautiful buildings. So this was a school, this building here. And this was where Charles Darwin went. Oh, look here. Look at this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Last year I was trying to do this.
Wow, 1552. That's a black plaque. That must be a castle over there as well. And then that building over there, that old house, that's wonderful.
It shuts at 7 o'clock today. Late night opening, darling.
Is it? Oh, that's good. We might have been,
Don't panic.
we might have been better coming back here. Of all the places you don't want to take Helen, that's a library. Should have read every book. But no, it was really interesting there. So it used to be Charles Darwin's classroom, and he was a boarder here. And we went in the boarder room, or whatever it was called.
That was a classroom.
Yeah, but he boarded here as well,
Yeah,
even though
he said up the road in one of the buildings.
he lived up the road.
Oh, I
but
see.
there'll probably be a blue plaque for that. We'll have to find that. But the interesting thing that we heard in there was we saw all the graffiti in the classroom, and there was a chap we were talking to, and he said if the students did well, they were allowed to come back and do the graffiti. So it was done with sort of authority, but Darwin didn't, because he didn't do very well, apparently.
He wasn't thought to be worthy enough
No.
to carve his name up there
Isn't
in
that
that
interesting?
classroom.
And we said, well, that's a surprise. But this school, it was more a classics, you know, like Latin and the arts and things like that. And Darwin's sort of speciality was probably more like natural nature.
Nature and things. And, funnily enough, one of his skills was hunting.
Yeah. So at the top floor there, that was the classroom, and that was the dorm or whatever. And that's where they used to stay.
It's the museum at Shrewsbury Castle.
Do you want to go in? If we go in, we've got to be quick. What did you just say?
We haven't got time.
No, she just says it's just going to be swords and stuff.
It is.
Well-
It's going to be swords and shields and headgear and some
I'm
guns.
sure it's a lot better than that. It sounds really
Probably.
good. But we
What?
don't have time.
It's like boys stuff, isn't it?
It's boys. It's because it's bloke stuff. If it was
Well,
a,
it's not really bloke stuff. I'm only kidding when I say that.
yeah,
I just
know
don't
you
want to
are.
go in.
Yes, you don't. Well, we haven't really got time because we've got quite a lot of stuff to see. There's pubs to go in.
Yes, that is more important.
I'm sure it's very nice in there.
But you know where it is now.
Now you know where it is. Yeah. Oh, look at that blossom on that tree
Gosh, that's
there.
beautiful. Is that magnolia tree?
I don't know.
It is.
My mum would know straight away.
It's a magnolia tree, I'm sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Gateway House and the Council House. 1610. So I reckon that house we saw was the original council house residence. Charles I stayed here 1642, James II in...
He was his mate, wasn't he? That we met in
Lord Rupert,
Newark.
Prince Rupert.
Prince Rupert's friend.
Your mate?
It's a small world, isn't it?
Yeah, that's your mate, Prince Rupert. Isn't it? Tell us about Prince Rupert. But you can't remember anything.
I can.
He had a dog that died in battle.
He had a dog and he died in battle with him, and he lost that battle as well.
Yeah,
And that was his worst day ever.
yeah. How do you know? He might have had a worse day. He might have just have had a right bad day.
Oh look, the nun's house.
That is stunning, that. Look at that. St Mary's Church. Would you like to go and have a look in St Mary's Church? Clock's wrong. Oh, look at that pub, the Yorkshire House. We ought to be going in there. That is, look at the windows on that, how that's moved. There's another church here. I think 2 churches in one day is a bit much. You?
Yeah, I think we've been
And
to the
another,
one with the nicest
another pub.
stained glass window.
Shall we see what this blue plaque is? See if it's anything interesting.
Eat, sleep, drink.
Can you see that? It's not of any particular person. A lot of you like to look at blue plaques, and I'm faced with a dilemma sometimes because some of them are not as interesting as others. I think I might just focus on the blue plaques that are about people, because you come to places like this and they're everywhere. So if I focused on them all, the whole video would just be me filming blue plaques. This is my kind of ginnel, and that's Helen's mate, Prince Rupert. Isn't it, love?
Is it just a hotel?
I don't even know what it is. It don't even look. It don't look open, whereas that place does. The Loggerheads.
Oh, what a shame.
There's a lot of really old pubs, isn't there?
The Loggerheads.
We don't know unless we're going to go in, but we need to be quick, sweetheart.
Lucy told us to go in the Knight's Head and
There's 2 pubs that we really want to go in because there's some really interesting things about them. But maybe we should just go in here. But that Yorkshire one looked good as well, didn't it? You can photobomb if you like, you're welcome.
You can do whatever you like.
We've got Toby on. Helen's got her new best friend.
She's looking at an Astor over there near the bar.
Beautiful. Tilly. Hello.
There you are.
Just going to film through here.
No, he's keeping himself lost in there.
Hello.
Hello.
I've just come to film these buzzers on the walls.
Yeah.
Apparently that's what you use to order beers, isn't it?
Years ago, before
Yeah.
my time.
They ought to bring them back, I think.
As long as you use your card, you'll be alright, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. See, that's what I call a pub.
Yeah.
£2.70 a pint.
Look, Prince Rupert Hotel. It's
Is it
round the
open
corner.
yet? We've been chatting to some locals and they've given us an itinerary of
Vicky and
pubs.
Gary. Hi.
Vicky and Gary, it was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, it was. And their dogs.
And the beautiful dogs.
Toby and Tilly.
I liked it in there.
I bet you like that little room with the fire.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like...
Right, I walked in and they were all sat there and I'm like, hello, I've just come to have a nosy.
Well, I went in to try and film, but felt a bit of a numpty.
Did you? Did you feel a bit of a numpty?
There's loads of interesting places we go to and I want to film it and show you, but sometimes it's just a little bit...
Just do it.
I know, but you know, walking in a place which is full of people just with a camera,
No. What's the worst thing that could happen?
they could beat me up.
I doubt that.
Look at this bit here. This is the front entrance to Prince Rupert, your mate's pub. It's a really lovely place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Where shall we go?
So what's the plan?
Shall we go and see if museum? We need to do a little bit more. We can't just sit in
Sightseeing.
pubs.
Well, we would like
We
to
could
do
say
what
it's like
we want to do.
we could say it's a pub history of Shrewsbury.
Do you know the taverns of like places? That's where all the history is.
It is. What are you looking at?
Rings.
Why?
Because I think they're really nice. Look
they
at
old
these big
ones?
ones.
No, they're
Yeah,
up there on
I
TV.
like old ones.
Well,
I like old
well-
ones. That's why I've got you.
So we could go in the museum. Just get that over and done with.
Have we already been in
No.
that vicinity?
No,
Where
but
is
it's
the
down near the
museum?
old where the old market was. Now we've got a museum and art gallery over this way. I'm just about to take Helen to one side to give her a briefing. And we've only got 10 minutes. Oh, it's closed. It's closed. Are you closing?
Close at 4.
Okay. I'm dead. 10 minutes, Helen. Thank you.
You did say 10 minutes. Thank you.
This is like the ultimate trauma for Helen. 10 minutes in a
Oh
museum.
my goodness. I think this is the Roman part, the Bronze Age.
Roman
yeah.
stuff.
There's all animals like pre-Roman invasion,
Yeah.
post-Roman invasion.
All they've done is flashed it over.
Hi. While James goes to the toilet, I'm going to show you the rest of this museum. Are you excited? Oh, look. There's only some hats. James is going to kill me. What do you think? What do you think to this one? I quite like this one. This is my favourite up to now. Look at this. I think it suits me. Who knows who wore this? I think it was Richard Sturrow.
So I gave Helen the camera. I went to the toilet and I said, here, go and film something. But you should have shot 10 minutes ago. She's still in there. I don't know what she's doing.
Do you like this one? Hang on. Oh, Admiral Benbow. There's a pub called the Admiral Benbow. This is what someone was telling us about. Wow, look at those anchors. And this is a Bronze Age canoe. I think these are some axe heads. Taxidermy for you, if you like that type of thing. Shropshire ceramics. I think this area was famous, wasn't it? Ooh.
Sorry,
Okay, I'm making my way out. Which is the exit?
I'll have to let you out because it's this way.
Oh, is it?
I do apologise.
No, it's okay.
They finally booted Helen out of the museum.
I did actually get thrown out.
What happened?
I was trying to give you a whistle-stop tour.
Well,
like in 10 minutes.
I went to the toilet, get Helen camera. She disappears. Oh, look, there's the King's Head.
God, look at that building.
Yeah.
That looks amazing. Is that the one with
That's the one with the painting,
picture?
yeah. Apparently, so we've been told. But then, we've heard mixed reviews about it.
That looks amazing from outside.
Maybe we should go in and have a look because there's a really old painting. I've got a feeling it's going to be one of them. That's, I mean, a fantastic old building, but it's all been sanitised.
Apparently, on that site, there was a chapel in the 13th
Well, let's go and have a
century.
look.
A rare medieval wall painting depicting the Christ Last Supper remains. That's what it is. So it was a chapel and a picture of the Last Supper.
Yeah, it's the Last Supper, is it? All right. Can't read that without my glasses. That's the beauty of filming it. I can look at it later. We're just on halves. Oh, this table's a bit.
wobbly.
Yeah, so you just put your weight on that side. It's like that Alan Partridge table, what he made out of a door, and you'll have to lean on it at the same time. You'll not know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
No.
Anyway.
Cheers.
Cheers.
What we're doing now is there's a pub. This is a bit of a long shot. There's a pub called the Nag's Head, and it's supposed to be really haunted, really old. Dates back to 1400s. We've heard a lot about it, and there's apparently. Did they just pop out just to say that?
Yeah, just pop out a car.
I've lost my track now.
14th century.
So it's a 14th century pub, and apparently upstairs in a room in this pub there's a painting on the inside of a cupboard door, apparently of the devil, and if you look at this painting you're supposed to go insane and die, and that's the myth. We're going to ask if we can go up and see it. It's a very long shot.
Hey, look at that building! Look at how old it looks!
Yeah. We're probably going there.
We're in on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few different stories, and there's supposedly 3 different people that ended up committing suicide. Or, yeah, ended up dead. And the first one was, I think it was after, I can't remember which war, but some sort of war. And the chap ended up hanging himself. He stayed in the room and ended up hanging himself off the beam that's in the middle of the ceiling. The second one was a woman, and it was her the night before a wedding day. Again, stayed in the room and then threw herself out the window underneath the carriage. Took her out. The third one, I think it was a similar story. A woman stayed in that top room again and just threw herself out the window. So the whole story is the painting, and it's sort of, it looks a bit like Poseidon, but his eyes are blacked out. He's got a big trident and a...
Yeah, some people say it's the devil, don't they?
Well, it's the devil or some sort of being or something like that. But it is a bit...
painted this picture?
No idea. That's the whole story.
Have you seen it?
I have.
But
I'm just
still alive.
Am I? Who knows? Am
It could be an apparition from behind the bar.
Who knows?
I have had a few.
Yeah. Some of the girls, I've not personally haven't experienced anything. I've been about two and a half years. I've not experienced anything, but some of the girls have been here quite a lot longer. You know, say felt people push them down the stairs, and the stairs are very steep.
Oh god.
The one woman broke. I think she broke her foot, but then maybe she was having one too many.
Possibly.
But yeah,
She was drinking the profits.
That is fine dining, isn't it? That's what we like. It's a cracking pub, isn't it? So we've come outside to look at this structure here at the back of that pub, at the back of the Nag's Head, and it's one of the oldest timber structures that are left in Shrewsbury. It's from the 1500s. It used to be a coach house.
This building here, it was the timbers, and then the walls were made of wattle and daub. Wattle being like the frame of like hazel branches, and then the daub was like a mixture of shit actually, and like earth and stuff.
Horsehair, wasn't it?
And horsehair plastered on.
Right.
So I've got a friend who's built a timber frame building like this and used
really?
wattle and still use wattle and daub.
Wow.
But often they used to use
And is that
lime, mortar as well.
Yeah. So is that a modern building that your friend's built?
It was an original coach house near Shrewsbury which he rebuilt.
Oh,
They're
is he like
using
a
clever techniques.
A bit of a professional?
Oh yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But you can see, can you see the pins holding it all together up there? So what you use is green oak pins.
All right.
And basically you make all the joints, knock the pins in, and as that's what basically holds it all together.
So because they're green, are they still growing?
Yeah.
So they expand?
No, so it's interesting, actually they dry out, and as they dry out they change shape as well, so you have to know what you're doing to...
So you would think that they'd get smaller, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that they do.
Oh.
So what you do is you knock them part way in, and as they dry out you knock them in further.
I must say the locals around this way are very well informed.
They are, they're very knowledgeable. And the row is in the pub.
Happy days. That was a really good pub. I liked it in there. That's the Nag's Head.
It was good.
We've managed to pull some strings. We don't know if this is going to work. Helen's been charming the barman.
I doubt it, but
No, but she's been.
I've asked him.
We're going to come back tomorrow. We've told if we come back at 11:30, we can see the person. I don't know if it was the owner or the person that
Jenny.
runs the place, and we can go upstairs and see the cursed painting.
Inside the cupboard of doom.
So you need to wait till the end of this video
To see if we're still alive. This video might not even make it.
Well, at the end of this video, we're going to come back tomorrow morning. And
are we going to come back?
Yeah, we are going to come
Are
back.
we? But once if we've seen that picture and then we die.
Stop being silly. So that's the thing. You're narder, aren't you?
No.
Well, you don't have to look at it. I'll look at it.
Look, I'm going to send you up.
Wait till the end of the video. The end of this video, which will be tomorrow for us when we come to look at this painting. You can't come to Shrewsbury without going in the pubs. The pubs are fantastic. It's probably up there, isn't it?
It's up there.
It's up there for pubs. We're going to go in this place, which is the Henry Tudor X1XX. What's that mean, Helen? X1XX. 7.
10, 10. Is that 31? Or
Whatever. But we're coming in and we're going to look at it. All right. Don't touch the hog's head. Look at his barn. Oh wow.
I think you're glad that we came in, aren't you?
Shall we go and look at the prison?
I know it's sort of it's new making
Water closet. Is there people sat in here? Oh no, there's a booth there. Let's have a look.
It's a good pub, this, but it's a really old building, but it's not original inside, but they've kept the theme. It's just it's quirky.
Well, that was an interesting pub.
I liked it a lot.
You liked it a lot. We're quite peckish now. So do you know what we're going to do?
We're going to Spoons.
We're going to Spoons for his tea. I think we'll get sat down all right.
Yeah.
But there's one not far away from here.
Is it up here? Do you know where it is?
Yeah, I've got a rough idea where it is. It's down where that King's Head pub was. That's an interesting... that'll be AI.
Do you reckon?
It's nearly £3,000 though.
No. Oh, that's supposed to be a good pub.
What, the old post office?
2 for 16.
That's the problem with this place.
Look, 2 for 16.
What, food?
Yeah.
Would you want to go in there?
Well, we could. And then we could just go down to the Wetherspoons for a...
2 for £16 every day. What? Well, that seems alright, doesn't it?
Yeah, should we go and have a look?
We're going in here. We're going to do a food review in the old post office.
Look, that sign has enticed us.
It has, let's have a look. Steak and ale pie.
And I've got pork belly and mashed potatoes.
Nice. It's just one of them like puff pastry. It's not a proper pie. Pie should have a bottom half. It is what it is.
Do you know that gravy is amazing? I really like it. This is a lot nicer than I thought it would be.
What did you think to that?
It was so nice.
It was nice. Yeah, it was alright for me.
Mine was very, very tasty.
Well, mine was too.
I had pork belly and black pudding mashed
We know
potato.
what you've had.
It was lovely. It was really nice. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it is what it is. I enjoyed it. What money it was good value.
Barbara Taylor Bradford, A Sudden Change of Heart. I'm going to read you an excerpt from this book. I'm just going to close my eyes. Let's hope it's a racy part. Part 2, Winter and Spring. Honestly, look, it says that. Part 2, Winter and Spring. Lauren left her office on 680 Street and hurried down Madison Avenue, walking in the direction of 60th. One of Lauren's greatest assets was her power of concentration. Yet another of her abilities to compartmentalise matters in order to deal with the single most important problem of the moment. Can you think what that problem is, James?
I don't know, but I've just opened a page called Massage and Medical Gymnastics. So it's the next morning and we've come to the pub to see this cursed painting, and we're very lucky that this lady's going to let us go up and see it. I don't know if lucky is the right word.
We won't film.
Don't be taking a picture of my arse going on
So did it used to be like...
Right, it might take a while to find the right kit. Oh, we're in. You're alright with stairs, I think.
Yes, yes.
You ready?
Oh gosh, let's build up to it. Are you going to do it, Helen? Oh my goodness. So this is the famous painting.
So do you know who painted it?
Again, I can send you my research.
Look at the
Supposedly, I think, the widower of the lady that killed herself, I think.
Yeah. Alright. And somebody jumped out of this window after.
Well, it's a long way down, isn't it?
It is. It's very sad, isn't it?
It is. I wonder what they kept in this cupboard. It's a weird shape inside. Yeah.
Just wash my hands, lovely.
Okay, thank you. We're still alive.
For now.
We're just going to have a pint, and we've had a brilliant time in Shrewsbury, and we very much recommend it, don't we?
Yeah,
Absolutely
I loved it.
brilliant
It's
place.
great. I love all the buildings. Apparently there's over 662 listed buildings here.
There you go. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
If there is a next video.
Yeah, if there's not a next video, then you know something's happened.
Yeah.
Alright. Sit it.
Cheers.
Cheers.